Hey, what's up guys, I'm Laskew. In today's video, I want to show you the top 5 meta loadouts in Tactical for 2024. I ranked them depending on the number of kills and deaths that you usually get and on the facility of use. In the top number 5, we have none other than Chen Li. She's been broken since the beginning, and even after Panzerdog nerfed her, she's still being a good option to play with. So for this loadout, we're going to use the XL20 with the extra range and accuracy mod and the extra movement speed 1. You could also use any SMG if you want, and it would work. I like to use the PTU-80 with range and aim area, and then some accuracy and movement speed. For the specials, we are going to use Cannon Landau and Landau Emitter. And for the talents, I recommend to use all for health, bullet damage taken, accuracy, movement speed, field durability, and the one that blinds enemies because it's very helpful against 2 or more enemies or the ones that attack you from behind. The pros and cons of this loadout are that you could easily kill multiple enemies at the same time, but you most probably end up killing your own team too. In the top number 4, we have Miro. You like it or not, he's broken and really annoying to fight against. So the principal weapons for this loadout will be KLTR or XL20 with the same mods I mentioned before. In the specials, we'll be using Flash Grenade and Adrenaline, or you could even use almost any explosive or taser if you want. I don't recommend to use Smoke, because I don't find it really useful nowadays with all of those flamethrowers. For the talents that I'm using, I like to put extra health, bullet damage taken, accuracy, movement speed, and extra bleeding damage because it's really useful against Apollon combined with the Roach as secondary. And the pros and cons are that if you don't have a maxed flash grenade, the effects wouldn't last that long. Or your team could be flashed too. Also, there are some ways to counter the flash effects that could give you a disadvantage. In the top number 3, we have JB with XL20 and Frustrate, which is a pretty solid loadout that gives you the opportunity to fight enemies at long and short distances. That's why this loadout is so popular and common to find at top levels of ranking in the game. You can use the Frustrate with the clip capacity and double aim speed mods. In the specials, we will need Adrenaline and Mines or Laymores, but you could use Smart Bombs or Landau Emitter as well if you want. The talents that I like to use are for extra health, bullet damage taken, extra fire rate, more distance, and movement speed. The pros and cons of this loadout are that you will get more chances to fight against anyone, but you will need more skills to switch weapons on time.
I smell a barbecue.
For the second place on the top meta loadouts, there's none other than Snec SMS. This combination is capable to kill the whole enemy team within 10 seconds and save games that were completely lost. The reason why I put this loadout in the second place is because even without aim skills or golden mods, you can defeat maxed ops relatively easy, and it's a hard to counter loadout. The mods that I'm using are double aim area and reload speed. As specials, I like to use airstrike and mines, but missile defense and Laymores is another solid option. The talents that I currently use for Snec are extra health, bullet damage taken, reload speed, explosive damage taken, satellite support, and aim area. But as I said, you don't even need the 8th talent to make it worthy. For pros and cons about this loadout, it is pretty obvious that most of your gameplay would be static and not that funny to play, but it's extremely useful against the last loadouts mentioned and the principal counter for the first place on this top. For the first place, we have Apollon with Frustrate or Rotor Gun, but more important with Flamethrower. But because I don't have it yet, I'll show you this loadout with Rotor Gun, C4, Smart Bomb and Gas Roach. I use the movement speed and the 2 aim speed mods for the rotor gun. For Apollon, I'm using Explosives Expert, Bullet Damage Taken, More Distance, Movement Speed, and EMP Thrusters. The real problem with this loadout is that you necessarily need to have the 10th talent and the flamethrower to make it completely unbeatable, otherwise it is just another competitive loadout. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember that there's a giveaway on the channel. More info in the description. I've been your boy, and I see you next time.